Grateful, grateful. New video. Today we'll talk about how hedge fund managers can speak and present with impact. Today we'll talk about the framework that the biggest hedge fund managers they are currently using when they are speaking with high impact. Code for the eco framework. We'll dive into it and we will go further into the details of it and how it will help you out, how you will present your own self, how you can close more LPS. Because if you can't speak, you can't communicate, you can present your ideas, your deal structure, your fund structure in a way that will make you to be unique and in a way that the other side will understand you not only to convince them, but to increase the certainty of the deal. So you will never close deals. You will never close NBS. You will never increase the management. You will never rise up capital constant. You need to be professional public speaker in order to scale up over 10 million in the management. You can't run away from it. 5 to 10 million, you can raise it from the internet. You can raise it up by having on. But if you want to rise more and if you want to increase the management by over 10 million, then you need to understand how you can speak clearly and how you can increase the certainty of the deal, which is by the eco framework that I will give it to you today. That's what we are using with our clients for eco framework. By the way, we have already shut down the landing page. So if you are booking calls with us, or if you have already booked a call with us, you will not have the access to it. What you can do, we have a waiting list currently that you can sign up to. You will find it in the description below if you would like to be connected to us and if you would like to have any connection with us. So that's how things will go on from today on. So now let's get into it directly. So first, eco framework. Eco stands for energy, calibration. Okay, what that's mean? You need to match leading investor psychology. And whatever the investor psychology is, you need to identify it and match it. I will dive into it later on. I will just give you the headlines of each one. C. Compelling positioning, rewriting the presentation to focus on narrative over numbers. What that's mean? You need to focus on how you can shift each side or each part of your own presentation to take it to your own advantage. I will explain to you further. High impact language using precision phrasing to shift investor perception. I will get into it later on. Or orchestration of objection, redirecting questions into opportunities to build trust. I will also explain to you further, but I just want to give you what the headline of each one, what that means, so you will understand what eco needs. All right. This approach transforms a generic, and now let's get into it directly, so you will understand more. So E, as I told you, E, energy collaboration. Mastering investor psychology before speaking. Most fund managers walk into calls focused on themselves, return, risk matrix strategy. Okay? But what you need to do is you need to do this shit. Elite managers calibrate their energy based on the investor psychology before speaking a word. So that's what we are doing with our clients. Each investor that we have a meeting with, we sending over a brief feedback on each investor on what these investors they are looking to get of today's call, what they are looking to understand more in your own strategy. You understand? So I will give you example. If you will, if you will go and do X, okay, and you do a lot of X, but the return for you, so the return to your own fund, it would be from doing Y. But you thinking that from doing X, you will get Y. But it's not how things going on. You need to present Y from the beginning so you can get Y. Do you understand? That's what you need to understand. Few points or few sections that you don't need to go through it a lot. Most of you are going through it a lot and pushing into it because you thinking that if you would do that, you will raise capital, or you will close the investment, close the LBS. It will never happen. It's not like that at all. You need to understand what each investor they are looking to get from today's call, what they have for interest, and open from that, you can start to focus your own effort into it. So that's what's called for energy preparation. So matching the investor psychology or matching the investor interest. If you want to do understand the other way. Okay. Step one: read the investor's energy. Analytics investors lead with logic, lower energy, slow pace. Whatever the investor will give you for answers or will give you for questions, you need to understand that all the time you will lead with logic. Okay. You will not be emotional. You will not react. You will not talk with high intense. You will lower your energy as much as possible. Slow pace. What does mean? You will talk slowly, okay, clearly, especially when the investor asking you questions, because now they want to see how your reaction would be or how your energy will shift these questions, and that's what they are reading. They are not reading your answer. Okay, so now you understand that what each type of investor they are looking to, but I can give you just a clear one: lead with logic all the time to all the types of investors. It will absolutely make all the sense. Okay. Now let's take a look on family offices and high net worth individuals. So more conventional, higher energy, implies vision. So why family office, high net worth individuals? You need to talk with them by this way: higher energy, showing them that you you are energetic. Why you want to do that? Because that's what they are seeking. Okay, and when you're talking with pensions, when you're talking with the big players, you need to talk with more professionalism. When you want to talk with more like humans or more like um, operations like us, like family offices, high net worth individuals, you need to talk with more energy. Okay, how you now you're asking me how I will do that. So in the end of every meeting, you will go up with your own song. Okay, that's what I can tell you. Okay, so if you want to say for the last 24 months, we have increased this under management by 25%, and we have done that by doing X and Y. You see my tone? It has already increased it up with the levels. Okay, that's increased the certainty a bit more, and that's giving you power. I will showing you more. I'll giving you more impact to the poll. Okay, so focus on that. For the emphasize vision, that's what you will have all the time. But focus on only having lead with logic all the time. Higher energy with family office, high net worth individuals with pensions or higher operations, lower energy. So, okay. Skeptical investors, how you will talk with them. So you will absolutely find them. Okay, all the time you will find them. They are not skeptical of you, because if they are skeptical of you, they will not have the call with you. They are only skeptical of the deal. They want to take advantage of the deal. Okay, because that's in the human nature. Okay, they want to take the deal to their own side in some way and somehow. So they will keep asking you questions that will make you to be stressed, and they will keep pushing more stress to you to see how you will interact, and they want to make you to feel that you are a bad or you are not doing a good thing right here on the call. And here you need to stay sharp. You need to stay sharp as nail. Okay, you need to stay sharp all the time. You can't just eat like noodles and jump on the call with them, or you can just eat pizza and jump on the call with them, because they will eat you up. I will be directly honest with you. Okay, so you need to understand which with this type of investors who have already showed skepticism before the call, they will absolutely try to get the frame from you, and they will try to get the deal from you to their own side. Okay. Then you need to stay sharp here. Stay sharp. Okay. Get to the point immediately and zero flow. Okay. That's what I can expect. what I can tell you. Okay, that's what you need to understand for the investors' energy. But more on that, as I have already mentioned to you, on each investor they're coming to the call, you need to understand what they have for interest. Okay, what they are looking to get from today's call, which type of our strategy of our deal structure that will make sense to them. Identify that and only focus on that during the presentation. Because if you will just focus on X and you want to get Y, it will never happen. You need to present Y so you can get Y, correct? So focus on that, okay? And see what their energy, okay? Now you understand a bit about what the energy of the investors. Family offices, high net worth individuals, again, high energy, more conversational, tensions, higher operations, lower down your energy, slow pass. And with all the investors, you need to lead with logic. Okay? But skeptical investors, which is you will absolutely find them and you will meet them, okay? They will try to get the frame from you. You need to stay sharp. I get to the point, sharp as nail. Okay, all the time, zero of flop. How you will find if they are skeptical or not? You will see signals. They will start to send you something before the call that they will start to doubt you or start to send more stress to you or start to send more doubts on that you are not good enough to have a call with them. Again, if they don't want to do a deal with you, they will not jump on the call with you. They want to do that, but they want to take the best deal from you. Okay. Step two, control the tempo. Okay. If investors seem impatient, speak in shorter, high impact sentences. If they seem relaxed, slow down slightly using pauses. The person who controls tempo controls suspicion, and suspicions build trust. All the time, you need to focus on that tempo. You need to focus on how you can shift the conversation to your own side, even if you are not holding the frame, but you are holding the frame in other way. You can also hold the frame by being silent. Okay? You don't need to speak sometimes if you want to hold the frame. You can just be silent and you can hold the frame. But you need to understand when you will pause, when you stay silent, and how you can shift that to your own side. Okay. As I have already mentioned to you right here, if the investors seem impatient, speak in shorter, high impact sentences. Okay. If they seem relaxed, slow down slightly using deliberated pauses. Okay. What that's mean? You're speaking few words, you pause a bit. Now they will just give you more connection, more eye connection, more focus to you. And that will help you to increase the certainty of the deal because now you are speaking with different ways than the others they are doing. Okay. And how you will gain a trust from the first time by speaking differently. You understand? Okay. That's what you need to do. The person who controls tempo controls precipitation, and precipitation builds trust. Okay, keep that in the mind. I think it's pretty clear. I don't need to explain, right? If the investors is seem impatient, speak in shorter, high impact sentences. If they seem relaxed, slow down slightly using deliberated pauses. The breath pauses that mean you will just give 2-3 seconds when you are shifting or where you are going to the new meanings that you are speaking from your own. You understand? I will give you example. For the last for the last 2 quarters, we have generated 23% return on our new strategy. Our new strategy has not been our new strategy has been tested on two different markets, on two different accounts, on two different. You understand? So I'm pausing between my meanings. That's giving me to have more control on the tempo, to have more control on the conversation. Now the ambassador they pulling in to the ball. Okay. But it's that's what you need to understand from the energy of the call, okay, from the investors' energy. What they are giving for energy, that's what it matters. Okay? Most fund managers don't consciously control their energy before the calls. By mastering energy calibration, you gain instant possibility. Okay, I think it's pretty clear. Okay, now let's get into number C. So now it was number E, it's the first one. Now number C. This video will be longer than usual, but you need to understand that. Number C, compelling positioning, rewriting your fund intro as a story. Investors don't remember numbers; they remember story that explain why numbers matter. So if you would just give them like, we have generated X, Y, giving them huge numbers, that's what we have done here and here. This will not make you different, and definitely will never get you to increase the certainty. Okay, so how you will increase the certainty by having a different form, by having a different way, having a different method, by giving stories. Okay, it's simple. You need to flip all the data first to narrative first. Okay, what that mean? I will give you explanation right here. I will give you example right here. We run a long short equity fund that has outperformed the market by X over the past 3 years. Okay, that's what the most of you are saying, correct? Here example, here's a better one, but it also forgettable, which is that's not good. Okay, so you need to have something that will not that the investors they will not forget it, which is number three. But I will give you the example of number two. Most of you are stuck between level number one and level number two. They are never coming to level number three. Level number two, we capitalize on efficiencies in the small cap space where institutional investors lack coverage. Okay, now it sounds better, correct? But not 100%. I will give you number three, which is that's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to share all the a presentation into it. Wall Street has abundant small caps, creating a vacuum where mispriced assets are sitting in plain sight. We build our fund to exploit this inefficiency before the market catch, catches up. You understand? Now, that's your story. Okay? That's what your story. Now you're showing them that you have already seen a gap, or you have already seen a problem, and you have started to make solution of it, and you started to shift it to your own advantage, which is that's how you can make business, correct? Now that sounds more logic, okay? And now you're giving them a story, okay? That's what they will absolutely have in their own minds after the post. Even if they are not doing business with you today, they will never forget this part because humans they love stories. They love stories. Okay? Most hedge fund managers simply state what they do. You need to make your strategy feel like an urgent market of this way. Okay? Number three, H. High impact language, precision, racing, or maximize influence. Investors process how you say something just as much as what you say. The three rules of precision phrasing. Okay, I don't need to explain it. I think it's pretty obvious. Drop the jargon. Speak in mental pictures. Most of you says, I will tell you what means speak in mental pictures. Most of you says our sharp ratio is in the top quartile for our peer group. Okay. What our partners say, we extract alpha in a way that smooths volatility so investors sleep well even in bear markets. Okay, you see how that it sounds it sounds like you can feel it more. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You need to make them to feel the output of the outcome of what you are saying. Okay, here sounds very generic. Okay, you don't need to sound like that. Okay, we extract alpha in a way that's smooth volatility, so investors sleep well even in bear market. You understand? Directly, you give them mental picture. That's the mental picture. They sleep well in bear market. Okay, giving you all the secrets of all the methods that you need to understand in order to increase asset under management and to rise up capital. If you are just not paying attention, I'm 100% sure that you will never rise up capital constant. Okay. The hedge fund manager, it's not like only to be good in the investment. You need to understand how you can speak clearly so you can rise up the capital profit that looking to rise constant. Now let's get into it again. You need to flip passive statements into power statements. What that means. So most of you saying we try to maintain risk discipline. So first of all, I don't like to use word it's trying. Okay, especially in the presentation. If you are saying trying, that's the biggest red flag in the human history. Okay, not only for the LBS, even for me. Okay, if you are on the call with me and you're telling me trying, I will absolutely burn the connection with you. Because trying is dying and lying. Okay, I can't understand that. If you want to do something, you will just do it. You will not try to do it. Trying is lying and dying. Okay, keep that in the mind. So if you say trying, so you will never rise up capital. Okay, just telling you. Most says we try to maintain a risk discipline. Our partner says risk discipline is our non-negotiable. Every trade passes a three-layer risk test before execution. Okay, so now we flip passive statements into power statements. You understand? So you can see how this meaning or how these words has already crafted a mental picture in your own mind. You understand? So what we do is here we replace hedges with absolute certainty. Okay, that's what we do. Must says we believe our strategy is positioned to perform well. Our partner says the strategy wins in chaotic markets because it was built for them. Okay, you see how we are doing? We making the language to be more. The first thing had to be more precision. Okay, precision tracing elements to weak language and create a powerful process. And that's how you can always stay ahead of your own competitor. Okay, now let's get into the last part, which is all that's the last one. How to turn investor skepticism into conviction. So most hedge fund managers react defensively to objections. So most of you are not sales, not into sales, okay? Which is I truly understand it. That's why I'm doing these videos. I'm here to help you to understand how you can present your own self, how you can sell without being salesy, how you can increase that certainty, how you can close more deals so you can increase that on that measure, correct? But you need to understand something. You need to control your emotion. Most of you are good in controlling your emotions in the investment. But when you are on the calls with the investors, you need also to control your emotions. Otherwise, you will never do anything that will be huge in your own life or in your own financial industry journey. Okay. So whenever you are hearing any objection, you will not be dismissive. Okay. Elite managers turn objections into their own strongest selling points. How? I will tell. The three-step education framework. First, acknowledge. Okay, whatever you will hear from the investors, you will say, totally understand it. I totally appreciate your opinion. Thanks for that. Good point. Always acknowledge. Correct? Investor, I'm giving an example. Investor, your fund is too small. You need to say, that's exactly why we have an advantage. Smaller funds exploit opportunities that $1 billion funds cannot touch. See, you need to shift it. Okay, flip the perspective. Now you need to flip the perspective. Okay? How you will flip it, investor, isn't your strategy too risky? Say, we see risk differently. Most hedge fund manager with derivatives, derivatives, our edge is risk control at the security level. Okay. See, we see risk differently. On most funds hedge with derivatives. Our edge is risk control at the security level. Okay. You need also in the beginning. So first, I will explain to you again. First, acknowledge and expand. Here we have already acknowledged it. Okay, that's exactly why we have an advantage. Okay. Or if you want to, you can say good point. Totally understand it. Good questions. Let me explain that to you. You understand? You need to acknowledge. Okay. So they have already said something that it was right. It was absolutely right. It was correct. It's exactly why we have an event. You understand? Smaller funds exploit opportunities that $1 billion funds can't. Now you're giving them expanding. You are expanding into your own answer. Okay. Number two, what you need to do is you need to flip the perspective. Is it your strategy too risky? We see risk differently. Most funds hedge with derivatives. Our edge is risk control at the security level. Okay. Now you are flipping the perspective. What the number three is, reframe and close the loop. Investor, we are already invested. We are already invested in a similar strategy. You need to say that's actually a good sign. It means you already understand the space. Here is what we do different. Okay? And then you will close the end of the in the end of the in the end of your own meaning. You will tell them why you are what we are doing is differently. What we do is the different right here, and then you will ask them where you want to go from here. Or if they have any objections, you will handle them and bring them to be away from your own next sentences, from your own next discussion. Now, most fund managers they they are getting defensive when they have already received it, when they are receiving thought, when they are receiving questions. The best managers lean into them, reshape investor participation, and create trust. We seek risk differently. Most fund hedge with different device or do you understand something? Do you understand something? So most fund managers they are getting defensive when they are getting questions from the LBS. The best managers lean into them, reshape investor participation, and create trust. That was everything for this video. That was what it was for the eco framework that we are using with our clients. Uh, I hope it was something that you have already gained something from it. I hope it was something that you will absolutely take advantage of and start to apply it, not only to watch it. If you would only watch, you will just be like the others. You are doing, or you are guessing the output, the outcomes that you are looking to get it by doing, by executing, by taking action, not by only saying where you are and just take a look at other video on YouTube. Okay? If you want to take a look at other videos, you will find them in the description below if you would like to. And until then, that was everything for this video.